Morning, welcome back. The guy running this channel told me a meal isn't complete without dessert. Blink if you agree. For all the nerds out there, a full course meal is like an essay. You got the intro and body, which are the appetizer and main course, the meat and potatoes of it all. But if you don't end things off with a solid conclusion, then what's the point? Really puts a hamper on the presentation when it gets summed up with a, and yeah, that's it. Any questions? Hi, you said there'd be candy and ice cream afterwards. I'm not seeing any of that anywhere. What is this meeting about anyways? If you lock eyes with me after a meal and we can telepathically agree to get something sweet after dinner, you're one of the good ones. Sure, people say craving sugar after eating is caused by not getting enough protein, or it's just a bad habit you developed over the years. To that I say, can't a guy have a piece of candy after scarfing down 4-day-old chicken and broccoli meal prep? A sweet treat every now and again, in moderation, won't be the death of you. Before modern times, sugar used to be a luxury, food for kings and queens, where only the highest of classes could afford inviting this delicious ingredient to all their meals. Pudding, tarts, pies, baked goods, cakes so decadent, just the mere mention of them would get you a free trip to the guillotine. On second thought, maybe desserts do cause
fatality.
These sugar crystals were good enough for literal gods, like in Greek mythology. You know, I've always wanted to know what ambrosia tastes like after reading about it in a Percy Jackson book. Unfortunately, after one quick Google search, ambrosia for us mortals is definitely not the same. We did eventually realize, oh, we're eating way more sugar than ever before, and probably too much of it. That normal looking iced coffee was actually 70% sugar and syrup before getting mixed together. That innocent looking Crumbl cookie you ate in 4 bites just took up half of your daily calorie and sugar intake. Scary, what do now? Have no fear, everything will be okay once we hit up the sunny streets of LA. You'll see all sorts of fad diets, juice cleanses, and restaurants solely focused on clean eating. Something this high-profile city has popularized and is pretty good at is making foods vegan, vegetarian, sugar-free, and gluten-free. Allergies hate this place. Can't eat seafood? Well, this LA restaurant somehow has seafood, free seafood. It'll just cost you $90 for a bite-sized entree, plus a 25% tip. It's also a place where looking skinny and fit is a high priority on people's to-do lists. You can't be body T if you're eating sugar all the time. Or can you? Once these ingredient-free foods became mainstream, healthy versions of classic desserts started popping up all over the place. Do-it-yourself recipes you can make right at home without all the extra calories. You're telling me one of these cookies is only 35 calories?
And you know what? What was that?
Right. Stick this in some drywall and call it insulated, the way it tore apart like a sponge. In a lot of these healthy recipes, you're usually sacrificing taste for lower calories. But is it worth it? And you know how in this day and age, we don't have middle grounds anymore. Your dessert is either a 1,000 calorie brick of sugar, or a skinny mini 35 calories worth of egg insulation foam. Crumbl cookies would never sell something like this, but they will sell a flourless, sugar-free cake. Ruh-roh. This cookie franchise with their cult following released their newest collab with the Kardashian family, who are the most accurate representation of LA celebrity culture. They came out with 6 new desserts, a cookie or a cake with a specific flavor handpicked by a Kardashian member. At first glance, it looks like your run-of-the-mill collab they always do with famous people. Except, one of these things is not like the other. In a Crumbl cookie world filled with gluten and processed sugar, one brave dessert decides to rise up above the rest.
And I'm leaving at 4 p.m. and I don't care what anyone says.
Kourtney Kardashian, the oldest sister in the Kardashian family, who's known for her super healthy diet, which she describes as vegan, gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, processed food-free, and fast food-free.
Fresh, and it's all like organic almonds and stuff.
Sometimes preservatives taste just that much better though.
I'm sorry, this would be way too much for me. I would free myself by jumping off a cliff. Kourtney was one of the last people you'd expect to be working with Crumbl, since they're known for making desserts with all the ingredients she avoids. Those cookies, they have to stay 100 yards away from her at all times. We're not even sure if she's even tasted one.
I can't eat this, but how exciting is it to smell it?
But since the Kardashians are a package deal, she took her love for clean eating and made a dessert with her personality written all over it. Kourtney's Flourless Chocolate Cake. A luscious gluten-friendly chocolate cake made with zero refined sugar, drizzled with a velvety dark chocolate glaze, and crowned with tangy raspberries. I'll give them credit for making something new for people who might not like overly sweet desserts. This is their first attempt at a gluten-friendly product, which is not the same as gluten-free. Crumbl cookie kitchens are like 95% flour flying all over the place. Their core identity is making normal cakes and cookies with flour. I guess normal can be whatever you want it to be. Except when you wake up with a mysterious rash on the side of your face, which gets you thinking, this cold I've been fighting off is lasting a lot longer than usual. Let me ask Google. 20 queries later, you've convinced yourself you have every illness known to man. A pretty standard reaction a lot of us go through more often than not. Make smarter use of your time with ZocDoc, a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors and click instantly to book an appointment. It's designed to fit your schedule, making the whole process a lot less stressful. After checking out doctors and their actual availability in real time, pick a time slot that works for you. Most people can have something ready to go within 24 to 72 hours of booking. Same-day appointments can also happen if you're lucky. They have you covered, from mental health to dental checkups to your urgent and primary care needs. Filtered through over 100,000 doctors based on location, ratings, specialties, and if they take your insurance before making a choice. No one likes getting a jump scare when looking at their medical bill. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/Edvasian to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Edvasian, ZocDoc.com/Edvasian. You ever go trick-or-treating on a chilly Tuesday night, expecting the same standard bite-sized chocolate bar from every house you visit, only to watch an almond mom slide a box of raisins into your pillowcase? Crumbl Cookies has a reputation to uphold. Their loyal following is used to sugary, sweet, 100% flour desserts you can only have a few bites of because they're so rich. Their branding is solid, and this flourless cake stuck out like a sore thumb. It's like having a dessert party where all the guests are cake, and an apple shows up. Hey you guys! Brought some vitamin C and fiber for everyone! Wow, everyone's so dressed up here. If you told me in advance, I would have brought my gala outfit to the party, if you know what I mean.
Ew, who invited this
What is he
guy?
wearing?
That's like the ugliest outfit I've ever
Is that a
seen.
leaf
on his head?
Well, okay, this flourless cake might not fit the Crumbl brand, but that shouldn't matter as long as it tastes good, right? Right? Founder of Crumbl Cookies, Sawyer Hemsley.
Hello, Crumbl Nation. My name is Sawyer Hemsley. I'm a founder here at Crumbl.
Crumbl Nation, how we feeling? Not good, apparently. This cake was not a hit with Crumbl Cookie fan taste buds. A lot of reviews commented on the weird texture and strange taste not normally associated with a Crumbl Cookie dessert.
So we got Kourtney's flourless cake. I've never had a flourless cake before, so I guess let's see what that looks like. Oh, all right, so here it is. That one was not for me.
Ooh. Yeah, no. Cake needs flour. Yeah. It's like way... I feel like I'm just eating like cocoa powder mix.
Even influencers who taste test the lineup on a weekly basis and enjoy them for the most part were perplexed at this thing.
No comment.
Not to mention kids taking a bite, giving their parent a dirty look as though they've been betrayed before spitting it out in front of them. I wouldn't completely trust a child's taste on what foods are actually good, but they used to eat slimy baby food made from wax beans and then would polish off some Lego pieces for a snack. Even they can't stomach an LA-style, flourless, sugarless, beanless cake. What got me giggling were the reviews on the official Crumbl Cookie website. Y'all have lost your minds. This was horrid. The nastiest thing I have ever tried. Not all reviews were bad though. There were some positive and mixed opinions as well. Mostly from people who are used to eating flourless cakes, who like the bitter taste of dark chocolate, and old parents.
Pruébelo, dígame si le gusta. ¿Está rico?
Es como brownie, ¿verdad?
Mhm.
Pero oscuro, ¿verdad?
Mhm.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
This was made for people who like dark chocolate, for one, because this is heavy on the dark chocolate, and who are a little bit more health conscious when it comes to their desserts.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Really? Do you know what's in here?
I feel like this would be a hit in Asian households. If an Asian parent tries a dessert and they say it's not too sweet, just know that's like the ultimate compliment. Well, guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. Except it was a cake, and it didn't crumble. It was just a brick. This flourless chocolate cake showed up in the wrong neighborhood, at the wrong time, in front of the wrong audience who aren't the type to eat cakes made with clean ingredients. And the fact that this bitter dark chocolate taste had to be eaten right next to 5 super sweet sugary desserts makes it stick out even more. Although Kourtney Kardashian, she might be a marketing genius. Out of all 6 of these desserts, hers is talked about the most. Personally, I missed out on the time to try it, but I have a feeling it's not as disgusting as the reactions make it seem. I think people were just caught off guard. Kourtney could have made something closer to the middle instead of going all the way to, my idea of a cookie is a rice cracker with yogurt for icing. Flour and sugar aren't terrible for you unless you eat lots of it, which Crumbl is known for. We're not exactly collaborating with a health-conscious, gluten-free, dairy-free, shellfish-free, 5G wavelength-free establishment. There is the argument to be made. She's making an inclusive dessert for people with gluten allergies. Well, technically people who are allergic to gluten can't even eat this because of the cross-contamination. And unless proven otherwise, there is no way in processed food hell she is eating this thing. What's even more impressive than her knack for farming social media engagement, she's made us completely skip over the fact this dessert is the furthest thing from healthy. This cinder block of a cake is still somehow 810 calories, 59 grams of sugar, and a heaping 342 milligrams of cholesterol, which is already over a person's daily limit of 300 a day. The flour was the least of her worries. You know what's funny? As of now, I haven't seen one Kardashian try any of these. I guess Kim Kardashian posted a haul of their collab, but there's no actual mukbang or taste test where we see them eat these things. The closest thing we got was Sawyer Hemsley of Crumbl Nation, how we feelin'? Take a bite. Just one bite.
You either love this bad boy or you're not a fan. Come up close. We're gonna show you what this looks like. A little bit more dense. So fudgy. It's almost like brownie, but nice and moist and soft. And you get a little hint of honey, but mainly chocolate, and it's that darker chocolate like Amy described.
Was this only made for the sake of calling it healthy, or was it only meant to represent her brand of LA clean eating? Who knows? All I know is that there's been a healthification of desserts recently. The 3 main culprits I've seen are protein, eggs, and cottage cheese. Let's start off with protein. Meeting your protein goals every single day is actually kind of hard to do. Now there's an abundance of recipes, teaching you how to sneak it into your meals so you don't have to eat so much food during the day. Plus, protein keeps you full, which helps with overeating. Hey look, a different Kardashian sister just came out with collab protein popcorn. And of course, it's non-GMO, gluten-free, kosher, and free from both seed oils and added flavors. But is this popcorn penicillin-free? It is? Oh good. Hate when I eat too many of that in my snacks. You should put that on there. Things like this are harmless, but when do we cross the line of when a dessert should stay a dessert? Got a craving for some chocolate pudding, but need your protein gains? Blend up 6 boiled eggs with cocoa powder, and you'll never tell the difference. Huh. More like I am putting this in the garbage. Ha! Actually, I've seen people say the taste isn't that bad, so maybe they cooked? Whoever you're living with though, they're gonna be in for some hot-ass breath. You know those tiny little ice cream pellets called Dippin' Dots? The ones that look like little balls of styrofoam? Well, apparently, they have a look-alike who's a way healthier alternative for you who also provides protein.
If you're craving Dippin' Dots, you can rinse cottage cheese and freeze it for a healthy, high-protein version.
No. This guy even got the official Dippin' Dots account on their hands and knees begging him, please don't do this. If you want to subject yourself to this, then sure, knock yourself out. But if you fed this to someone and told them it was ice cream, yeah, someone's gonna scream alright when they pull out a gun. You also have cottage cheese cookies.
With cottage cheese and almond flour, shape into cookies, Swirl in peanut butter and bake 'em. You get fudgy Reese's protein cookies.
And cottage cheese ice cream.
Cottage cheese and honey together, blended it up, then popped it in the freezer for around an hour and a half. You would have the most delicious, high-protein, healthy ice cream.
Hey, I'm all about convenience and making things as easy as possible. These recipes might be okay. But those cottage cheese Dippin' Dots? Gnarly, brother. Not all desserts need to be healthy, and not all healthy desserts have to taste bad. Unless you're a Jell-O lime salad made out of cottage cheese, mayo, and olives. Aw, come on, man. I'm always down to try something once, but I'm not eating meat anymore as of now. There's meat in this, right? It looks hearty in a meaty sort of way, like it was alive, swimming in a pond 30 minutes ago. Everything in life is a spectrum. You're either a flourless, sugar-free cottage cheesecake from LA, or a Jell-O mold made out of whatever you can find in your pantry. At this point, kind of feeling like both. I can't tell if I'm hungry after watching all these videos. Before you head off and start scavenging for food, tap the like button if at any time during this video you smiled or blinked. Don't lie to me. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next one.